Hi, I'm Mary Riley, the chef and owner of the Savory Kitchen, a personal chef and in-home catering company. And today we're going to make a lentil salad. We've got green lentils. This was a cup of uncooked lentils, now cooked, so about 2.5 to 3 cups. And they've been drained and cooled. I've got 1 onion that's been sauteed until it's very brown, sliced sort of thin. And here I have about a cup of roasted vegetables. Now, you could use anything you have in the refrigerator. The salad is a great use for leftovers. In this case, I made these from scratch, and I've got sweet potato and also roasted celery root. Celery root's not something you normally would think to look for. This is what it looks like. You can find them in regular supermarkets. You don't have to go to a fancy produce market for it. It provides a really nice flavor. It's got sort of a cross between a potato and celery kind of texture to it, and the flavor can be really nice. You're just going to peel it and then chop it up. You can also use it raw if you want to shred it. So I'm just going to add these roasted vegetables right into the salad. Just got some chopped parsley. You could use other herbs in here. Mint would be really nice, basil or chives. And in this version, I'm using a little toasted cumin. You can leave that out. Some people don't like the flavor, but I really like it in this application. Now I'm just going to sort of toss this all together. And I'm going to start by dressing it with a little red wine vinegar and a little olive oil. I generally sort of eyeball this. This is a salad that you want to season by tasting, not necessarily by a recipe, because the sweetness of your roasted vegetables, the sweetness of your onion, those are all going to impact the finished dish. So I've drizzled probably about 2 tablespoons of red wine vinegar, and now I'm just going to add some extra virgin olive oil. And again, this is sort of a by taste kind of thing. I hate to be so nonspecific, but it's true. I'm also adding some crumbled cheese. In this case, I'm using goat cheese. You could also use feta cheese. Blue cheese might be nice. You can really experiment. Alternatively, if you're looking to stay lactose-free or you want to keep this vegan, just leave the cheese out. And I'm going to add a little salt and some pepper. Because of the cheese, it can be salty already, so you want to be a little light on your salt at first, just to make sure that you're not over-salting. Perfect. So here's the simple basic lentil salad with roasted sweet potato and celery root. Now what I'm going to do is show you 2 ways to dress up this simple salad. One way to make this a complete meal, great for a large group, and to make it a little more colorful is to plate this up with some cherry tomatoes, and I just take regular cherry tomatoes and cut them in half and then just toss them into the center of the salad. It adds freshness, it adds color, it obviously makes things a lot more interesting to look at, and it does make a really nice setting for a summer picnic or in the fall. You could use roasted red peppers instead of the tomatoes. You still get that same beautiful color, but it's still something a little different to try. Then, after I've added the cherry tomatoes, to add a tiny bit more protein to the dish and to make it a little fuller of a meal, I use hard-boiled eggs. These eggs are very fresh, which is why they're a little ragged on the edges. You know how hard it is to peel a fresh hard-boiled egg. But I'll put these around the sides. And then everybody can take a hard-boiled egg, half or 2, a little cherry tomato, and some lentil salad, and you've pretty much got a meal there. And there you go. So that's one approach to dressing up the salad and making a full meal. A nice way to do a rather elegant presentation on this lentil salad is to use it as a bed for seared seafood or perhaps garlic sausage or kielbasa. We're going to do a simple salmon preparation. So I've got a pan here, it's getting very hot, and I'm just going to add a little olive oil to it. Just swirl that around. You can see it's nice and hot in there. I have 2 pieces of salmon. I'm just going to lay those in the pan. While those are cooking, I'm going to prepare the rest of my plate. So I'm going to put a little of the salad in the middle of the plate. And these are grapefruit sections, and they've just cut them off a grapefruit. And they're a really nice contrast with the earthiness of the lentils and the richness of the salmon. So I just want the salmon cooked to about medium rare. That's my preference. A lot of folks like their salmon a little more done. That's fine, just let it cook a little bit longer. I'm flipping my salmon over to the presentation side. That's what the side is that's up top when you've plated. I'm going to season the top of the salmon with a little salt and a little pepper. Let that cook a few more minutes. For garnish on this plate, I'm going to be using some chives. You can cut your chives. Some people like to cut them with scissors, like this. I find that they tend to fly all around my kitchen, so I actually like to cut mine with a knife. But whatever you do, it's up to you. This dish is also really nice with fennel or dill, or just a little more chopped parsley if that's what you have on hand. So my salmon, it's still a little rare in the center, which is how I'd like it for this presentation. I'm placing it on my lentils, some chives over the top, and there's your lentil salad dressed up for an elegant dinner at home.